If you've been in this situation before...
The time is running out. You're the solo player, and they have majority players. They're playing time. Either you take the risk and throw the ball, but then you give them more time.
Yeah.
So it's like it's such a fine balance between
you're giving
what
them...
should you do.
Then you need to watch this dodgeball breakdown analysis.
We'll be talking about how to survive if you're last, how to catch up if you're down on points, and much more.
Let's react!
So we are reacting to the 2022 Canada National Dodgeball Championships, Nocturnals versus Khaos, and it's a 20-minute game. The first 10 minutes half.
Yep, so this is the the Canadian... What is it? The National Dodgeball Championships. That was in Edmonton, beginning of this year.
Yeah, so we have different provinces, I guess, the best teams from those provinces coming up and qualifying for these nationals.
Nocturnals with 4 balls. And with 3 balls. Don't need to throw. Don't need to throw.
Panic.
Yeah. So that's something to keep an eye out for. This is one of those things where like the ball's rolling, right? You're meant to throw, but then as it goes past the line, it's not your throw anymore. So right at that point there, it's their throw. So you back off. So that's a bit of court awareness there as well.
Great point.
Yeah.
Oh, gets hit?
Yeah, he gets hit. Because he planted himself. He just planted.
Yeah. See, I think that works for some people, but for others, I mean, I think if you go low too early, then they know where to hit you.
And the thing is, I don't see him using the ball to block it.
I think a good tip that you gave last time was, even if you've committed to doing a certain dodge, don't be afraid to be flexible as well. So like you go down, but don't be afraid to still go left and right.
Yes.
Because if you just go down and that's all you have in mind, like have another move in mind.
Yeah,
as well,
correct.
Just in case.
Always have another.
Balls are coming.
Yeah, always have another out, I'd say. And with the balls, I realize a big strategy is to just put it a little bit further up, and it covers more angles. Does that make sense? Like,
so instead of down on the ground, you wanna.
Yeah, so the up and a little bit more out, then you cover more of an angle. You seen Mark Rober? He had this new episode about how to beat arcade games, and there's one about air hockey. And to be really good at air hockey, you don't want to be at the base, moving your puck around at the base.
Where the goal is, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want to move it a bit forward. There's a triangle that is a perfect spot that will cover most angles of the puck coming to you.
For your default defensive position, you want your paddle to be out here.
Oh, that's how he holds it.
Very interesting. Right here.
Very smart.
Same reason goalies will come out of the goal
Exactly.
if there's a breakaway in soccer.
Yeah, versus being just like right in front of the goal.
And same here, look. If it rebounds...
Like this. So your paddle should essentially always stay inside a triangle like this when you're playing defense.
And it's a little bit like this. When it comes to blocking, wherever you put your ball, you've covered more angle to block so the ball won't like hit you sort of thing.
Very smart.
Yeah.
I love that.
I mean, you can think more about it, but it's just angles and how you go in defensive.
I was just thinking for these, because like we're looking up, right? It's a little weird that we're looking up in the video.
So we should put it down.
Yeah. Let's just move it down.
But anyways, Khaos wins the first point. 6 minutes 40.
I reckon they play to their name. They play very chaotic.
Yes. Khaos grabs it first. Takes one out. Easy peas. I think the opening rush was pretty poor on the Nocturnal side.
Opening rush. Quick run by Khaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting you in.
What I've noticed is, I mean, the pass back wasn't great, but I think as the player, you kind of have to adjust to the momentum of them receiving.
Yes.
I see some people running up to receive the ball, while it's because the momentum is like really strong. But sometimes for me, I just walk up, and then once they flick back, I jolt it from there. So there's very different ways that you can do the opening rush.
You have to have a really good synergy with the person you're doing the opening rush with.
And especially like if the person you're receiving is a different height, you can't just, if you're changing the rushes, you have to make sure that you've practiced that combo a few times before you actually do it.
And you can't be doing panic throws where you just pass it back and not looking, I think. I think you just have to have a quick peek at least, unless if you've practiced no looks enough to do it confidently. But majority of the times when I see no looks done, they don't hit the partner. They don't hit the player they're throwing to.
And if you think about it from like a world stage level, like the person who's running for the balls, they probably can't even look back because the other team is going at them so quick that if they look back, they're going to get knocked out.
Yeah, that's right.
You have to master the no look pass back
eventually.
4 balls, here we go.
1 ball. Nice. It's good. Just throw 1 balls because if you throw 2, they have 4 players, then they can throw a double back. And yeah, just 1 ball each time. It's actually pretty smart because they're down players. You don't want them to have 4 balls.
Sometimes in these cases, you just really want to wait for someone to slip up.
Yeah.
Make a mistake.
And he just slipped up. So now if you have 4 balls, you can't do a double play.
Yeah.
Not really.
Again, another solo throw.
Yeah, so it's best for Nocturnals to keep 3 balls and play the counter rush game. It's just like 1 throwing and then whoever gets thrown out throws 1 back.
Yeah.
Very slow. not really counter rushing.
It's not often you see this much strategy right out
A
of
one step.
Oh.
It's a one-step counter rush.
Yeah.
It's alright. That means you're not wasting a lot of energy.
Discipline is
Oh.
one of the hardest.
Oh. Damn, another hit. There you go.
Damn.
I think he was pre-thrown that.
Oh, got him on the shin. Wow.
You know what? We were just seeing about like the one-step counter throws and how they did it like 3-4 times. I reckon the smart players actually implant that into their strategy. They set up a pattern for them to get used to.
Yes.
And then they will add some contrast and like do a big rush or
Yes.
something like that.
Yes.
Get them used to a way of moving, and then you freak them out by
I love that.
doing something.
I hope.
maybe, yeah.
I hope they do that. It's like throwing at the beginning. And then you start faking afterwards, right? So yeah, I'd love to
games.
see that. Yes. So 1 minute 20 left in the first half.
Time goes quick.
Yeah.
True.
Wow. Gets him.
Yes.
Gets him.
Wow.
Very good.
There you go.
That's some good counter rushes.
What do you notice
Very
about the
beautiful.
game so far, Ben?
The cool thing about that is like if one person throws first, the other person on the opposite wing sees it in their peripheral, and maybe they're thinking, oh, they're just gonna go for one person,
Yes.
but then the other person throws. So it's like a brief moment of them just relaxing, thinking,
Yes.
oh, I'm not gonna get hit, and then they get hit.
Yes.
So I think sometimes not doing it at the same time or doing it separately but staggered, interesting thing to add into the mix.
Yes. Completely
Yeah.
agree. You know what I noticed when I was rewatching a lot of the footage doing the dodgeball dude stuff? There's a lot of foot fouls that's not called. Even though we're meant to have dedicated linesmen and 2 refs.
Yeah. Do you think it's because line refs are just very into the game as well?
Maybe,
So they
yeah.
just might miss it here and there.
Yeah. Like no one wants the line ref.
Just watching the line for
Yeah.
40 minutes.
But those people that take the line ref seriously, they're like
Respect.
literally. But I think good lines ref knows when to do it. Like when the action's over there, you can watch it. But when it's here, it's like
Yeah.
laser focus, yeah.
All right, second half. Khaos is leading 3-1.
Nocturnal, and we're off. The opening rush. It looks like it is. Double toss back.
Oh,
Trade.
that was nice.
Five
That
ball
have
against
no
one.
5
Oh,
balls.
5.
Yeah, they only have 1 now.
Shooting on defense.
Oh,
Got
there you go.
him.
Hey, I want to quickly comment on this. I've been seeing this a lot.
What?
Like in worlds, in local tournaments, but they have 1 ball left. That person runs up and just tries. Like, what are they trying to do?
I think they're
Like,
trying to
what's-
just take out one player, 1 for 1. At least try to take out one, because in this scenario, on the left-hand side, they've got 5 balls. The chances of them killing someone is very high, and the chance of them committing to throwing is very high. So as the one player, I reckon commit to try to get one of them out, either like at the same time. If you try to throw before they throw, if you miss, then you're giving them the 6th ball. So I think
Yeah.
this is the only chance for you to like do some value whilst having only 1 ball.
Because in my mind, I'm like, if you have the 1 ball and you're just sitting there, then it's kind of a waste.
It is.
Because they probably won't go for you because unless you're a really high value target.
Yes.
Because you have the 1 ball and you can defend yourself.
Yes.
And they'll probably go for everyone else. So you might as well run up. You could trade yourself.
Yes.
And at least if you get someone out, then that's good value for you.
Yes. I would say, yeah, that person up there is the person that's going to be trying to get the most value with 1 ball, basically. Putting pressure and maybe after releasing, going for a catch.
Yeah. Or if you like bait so many balls as well, like that's another
Yeah,
value that you can
exactly.
have.
I don't think having 1 ball and staying at the back, being super defensive is any good.
Yeah.
Because you're just worried about yourself, right? So you need to use that ball and have presence with the 1 ball. As hard as it is, because having 1 ball and standing up like that against 3 people with 5 balls is a tough order.
It's a high risk, high reward situation.
Yes, but then it's like, are you choosing to pressure or are you choosing to put on pressure and then going back? You know, so it's like, let's see what they do. Do they release or do they keep it? So
Let's see what he does.
Shooting on defense.
He ran back.
yeah.
Oh, but he
And
baited, but he got out.
Yeah.
So.
So like at that point, if you're Nocturnals, it's like, did you move up too fast? You did good because you gave them pressure and presence. That's why they went for you. But your survivability wasn't good enough.
I hate that score when it's 3-1, and then if they win, KS wins, it's 4-1, and it's like, oh my god, now it feels more impossible.
Yes.
But if they just win 1 point, it's much more even.
Now it's a
bit more
game.
comfortable.
Yeah.
It's interesting in moments like this where the time is running out, and you're the solo player, and they have majority players. They're playing time, and it's either you take the risk and throw the ball and try to get them at the moment when they're not looking.
Yeah.
But then you give them more time.
Yeah.
So it's like such a fine balance between
You're giving
what
them,
should you do.
Yeah,
you know?
you're giving them more time and you're giving them more ammo.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of different things you can do, and stepping out is actually a legitimate strategy as well. End it quicker and bring all your teammates back on to try and finish another set as quick as you can. Because in this, when you're doing a 1v3, it's very unlikely to win a 1v3 unless if you're known to do, clutches and stuff, or known to be a good catcher.
So do you think the most sportsman way to get out is to just try to go for a catch? Because it's high value.
Yes.
But it's also, you can get out.
Yes.
Whereas I feel like stepping out is maybe it's allowed, but I'm not a fan of it.
I reckon what you said is completely true. Definitely go for a catch, but don't reach to go for a catch. Don't I'm going to go for a catch, I'm going to catch this next one, and then laser focus on that ball and try to go for it. I think it's still positioning. It's still...
Yeah, you still got to be smart about the catch.
Yeah, you definitely do. You got to figure out if they're accurate enough. If they're not accurate, then there's no point going for a catch, right? There's so many things to factor in. Either your own skills and abilities, or the person you're versing on a... Well, if it's a 1v1, but this is a 1v3. In this situation, you have to go for a catch.
And I think a hard carry is like another great finisher way.
Yes.
Even if it's like, because you try to get someone out, but you also go for a catch.
Yes.
You're doing like extra value,
Yeah,
max value.
that's two people, right? Like,
yeah.
But yeah.
You get two out and you get one in.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's the ultimate value.
Oh,
See what happens.
This is Joe. One ball, three players.
Oh.
no way! That was a massive lateral too, and they still got him.
How about that?
Did it hit him right on the foot?
Left in the game as well.
Damn!
Damn. They've
Damn!
been getting a lot of low shots.
They have been.
So,
Chaos leading 4-2, 2.5 minutes to go.
how are they going to come back from this? Let's see. What do they do?
Quick to the
With
flag.
determination.
There you
Opening
go.
rush.
Take out Gittens.
Love it.
Getting there first.
I'm rooting for Nocturnals.
There's the five. Advantage.
2 minutes 20. Oh, let's
I
go!
like how they're just, their call making is very simple. Just
With the
Come and
shot
go.
clock
Yeah.
down, it seems
They
like
just- they can't waste time.
under-
Unsuccessful block. We got a 1v6.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Oh! What does that
7
mean?
seconds
What does that
remaining.
mean?
They had 7 seconds left on the court, so there's one more game.
So there's one more
set.
sudden
Yeah,
death.
do you reckon it's no blocking as well?
It must, yeah, it says sudden death. It must be.
Yeah, I mean, the best they can get is a tie.
Yes.
Here watching the Nocturnals go against Chaos.
Wow.
Wait, so that
Cross
player?
court. Right wing.
Against Chaos.
Wow.
Wow.
So he must have put a lot of like eye contact.
Yeah, they're
that
literally
he just saw it.
Yeah, they're
right at
literally
the end.
just dancing.
Yeah, it's a game of attention.
Yeah,
man.
it is actually. I've been done by that a few times.
First
Catch! Actually, first catch of the game.
Bringing someone back.
We're gonna rip it.
Oh,
Oh, they both tried to go for a catch. Oh, gets taken out. Nice.
Nocturnals. That's the second best outcome that you can have.
Yeah.
Like a tie. So I always think that like winning a tie is a bit more exciting than winning a gold. Like winning that match, because
The catch up,
it's
right?
it's a really hard catch up.
Yes.
Like, and once you get it, it's like, wow, we worked that hard to get there, and it wasn't a loss. So
I guess the strategy, if you're the last player, depends on time and score, and that determines on what you need to do.
because if you're winning, you're the last player. You buy time.
Yes.
If you're losing, you gotta
Speed it up
speed it up. Find
And-
the most valuable ways to.
finish the set quickly. Whether it be a catch, whether it be quickly using more energy to take people out. But it's like, is it worth spending more energy to try to clutch it? Do you have subs? Stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have subs, then it should be fine. At this type of level, like if you think you can do a clutch, do it. Do the clutch, win that set, and then you get subbed off, and then a brand new 6 comes on. Energized, because they've been spending all the time spectating you doing the 1v whatever. Sometimes if you're by yourself and you're trying to drag out the time, you're giving your teammates more time to rest, and it's like 1 versus 3, you're getting those 3 players to expend more energy. Yeah, so you're making them more tired, but then on the side, all your teammates are getting rest. What do you do when you're by yourself?
I know that I can try and clutch.
Yes.
So I know catching isn't my strong point, but I have
Yes.
caught when I was last.
Yes.
Roll that clip. I was last, and then I just suddenly caught it, brought in a player, and we won.
Yeah.
But in most cases, I know that I can try clutch, so I will try clutch. Whereas if you feel like you don't have much clutching experience, you feel like you could get out, then it might be smart to just try to go for a catch anyway, because the worst thing that happens is you get out. The best thing that happens is you get a player in, and then you can win that set.
Yeah.
Potentially with that player.
Yeah. I guess one of the worst things you can do if it's a competitive game and you're by yourself and you're losing is stretching out the time. That's something you don't want to do. I think we should say what you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. Making it about yourself, being like, I can clutch this, but the time's running out, you're losing by 4 points or 3 points. You might as well think about the team as a whole.
Yeah. Don't do an ego play, try to win it. Think about the team. Yeah, definitely. National Dodgeball Championships on dodgeballttv.com. Watch it. We're going to be watching more. This is really good setup, really good with as commentators. We're definitely going to be doing more of this analysis and reaction.
If you think that you want us to react to one of your games, whether you're a beginner or intermediate or an advanced team, then put a link in the comments below, or we'll create a form or something that you can fill in. And we're thinking of doing like a weekly beginner series. I think that would be very helpful for new dodgeball teams that are just starting. You can watch this beginner series and just learn all the mistakes, so you don't have to make old mistakes. You can make new mistakes and learn from our mistakes.
Yes.
Everyone else's mistakes.
Yes.
So let us know.
I love it. I love it. I'm Phil.
And I'm Peter.
And we'll catch you next time.
Bye.